make sure your sound's up as high as
Okay, I think we're live now, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Bueno, buenos días, bueno, buenas tardes a todos. Y pues hoy tenemos a The Newman School con Melissa y Michael, que nos van a hacer una presentación pues de cómo es el colegio. Como ya sabéis, es un colegio en Boston y pues tienen el IB program y bueno, pues también el americano, si os gusta la idea. Y pues bueno, desde Your Way Education queremos aportaros una educación mucho más holística, sobre todo centrada en el IB program, que es bueno, el Bachillerato Internacional. Y bueno, esperamos que os guste y como ya sabéis, también tenemos programas en muchos países como Dinamarca, Inglaterra u otros, si estáis interesados. Y pues bueno, para contactar con nosotros por web o por teléfono o por email, pues para cualquier pregunta, a Michael y a Melissa también les podéis hacer cualquier pregunta que queráis. Y pues nada, I'll introduce you to Michael and Melissa. They can begin with their presentation now.
Very good. Well, I like to, yes, my name is Michael Laricia, and I'm an international student coordinator here at the Newman School. We're in central Boston, and we have a very unique boarding program because it's an urban boarding program. It's a boarding program based in a city, which are pretty rare in the United States. It's we're a historic Boston institution. We've been around about 80 years, 80. This is our school. You can see the facade. This is located in the Boston's historic Back Bay, and the Back Bay is filled with buildings from the 19th century, brownstone buildings. The architecture is beautiful. You can see the style here, and the sidewalks are brick. There are gas lamps in the streets. It's very much walking into a storybook. Very European for an American city, and very safe. That's most important, of course. Moving on. What is Newman?
So, hi. Also, my name is Melissa Bacon,
yeah, please.
And I'm also in the office with Mr. Laricia, and this is Ms. Nagel. Hi. So there are 4 of us here at the Newman School. So if you do apply, you will hopefully get to say hello to someone while you interview that you see in this meeting today. We also will have time at the end where you can ask questions to Ms. Nagel and Mr. Laricia. So we are so excited to meet you, and hopefully you can see the school today, but also afterwards can connect with us to arrange an interview and a meeting, and we can show you the actual building, because we are here today in the dormitory on Newberry Street, and Newberry Street is one of the most beautiful shopping streets in Boston. And so our students are very lucky. They get to go out and have boba tea and hamburgers and pizza and tacos and salads, and also study with their friends right next to the library. So Mr. Laricia is going to show you more about the school, and we are happy to answer questions at the end.
Thank you very much, Melissa. And so moving to the next part, what is Newman? So this is, of course, a fundamental question, basic question. That when you're exploring schools in the United States, this is a question you're going to ask probably first. And we're a school that cultivates community, so community and associations with students and faculty among different cultures, different interests. This is very, very fundamental and important for Newman. Would you like to translate at this point, or should I?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So, so community extremely important to the Newman School. We're in the heart of Boston, and we consider ourselves the heart of Boston. And the our sort of school motto is heart to heart. So being in the heart of Boston and being in heart to heart, meaning that we really try to, speak with each other, to know each other on a fundamental level, and want to, create a very close knit community here is very important to us. Global contributors. So we're Boston is one of the global hubs of the United States. We're the first city in the United States historically. And so we are very well connected with the world in education, of course, technology, and medical research. Those are like three primary parts of what we offer in Boston. And of course, history. So I want to pass the next slide off to my colleague, Melissa. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
So how many students do we have at Newman? We have 265 students. About 60 students are in the lower grades, 7th and 8th. We do not have boarding for those students. So the boarding students are in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. They are high school students. So they start at age 14 and go up to age 18 or 19. Students live in the dormitories together. They have rooms with 2, 3, or 4 students. And some of the students are from the United States, and some of the students are from outside of the United States. About 50% of the students are from the USA, New York, Massachusetts, Texas, California, so many different places. And then our students from international side are 50%. Those students come from all over the world. This year, we have España, we have Alman, so Germany, we have Italia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Japan, Mexico, and Canada, Cameroon, Nigeria. So it's a lot of different kinds of students. All of the students have one thing in common. They are very focused on studying or athletics or both. Many of our students are doing very high-level athletics in Boston. So for example, our basketball team is #1 in the country. They're very tall, most of them, and very fast. They also, in January, are playing at TD Garden. The TD Garden Center, maybe you know if you like basketball, is where a famous team called the Celtics play. So our students get to play on the Celtics court in January, and the entire school will go see them. We also have very high-level students doing swimming and fencing. One of our students from Malaysia is competing all over the world. So if you have a sport you like to do, you can do it in Boston because of our location. Sometimes you can do a sport in the school. Sometimes you can do a sport outside of the school, like fencing or swimming. In the school, we also have a lot of sports, and we will show you those soon. The other nice thing about Newman is that we have students who live in Boston with their families, but maybe they speak a different language at home, so Portuguese or Espanol or Chinese. So a lot of our students who live in Boston, not in the dormitory, have connections to other countries. So our students are very global. Right now, there's a lot happening in Estados Unidos with our politics. And so we understand that we are not just our country, we are a global community. And so all of our students want to learn and talk about what is happening in the world and make sure that they can make a change and make a difference for the next generation. So you can see here our students have different desires and needs, but one other important thing about our students is they love to learn. So International Baccalaureate, it's no fácil, it's a little difficult, but it's very fun because you have a lot of activities in mathematics and science. You are not just studying from a book, you are listening and you are doing activities. So for example, you can see here, our students are doing laboratory work when they begin at Newman. So age 14, you can blow up chemicals, you can try new experiments, but it's really science, not just studying about science. You can also do music with New England Conservatory, which is one of the most famous music universities in the country. And so our students study guitar, piano, voice, singing. They also take theater lessons. So there are many different ways you can see and grow in Boston and at Newman. The other nice thing about our school is that our teachers are also from different countries. So not just our students, but our teachers hold 14 different passports. So some of our teachers speak different languages as well, not only our Spanish and French teachers. So Mr. Larici, I told you, our motto is heart speaks to heart. So what are we looking for students? Number one, you are kind. Number two, you are kind to others. So we want to make sure that you are a nice person and that you will be nice to yourself, your friends, maybe you're not friends, and your teachers. This is a map of Boston. So if you're from a city, it's very relatable, except Boston is not like New York City or Madrid or Barcelona. It's a smaller city. So you can walk everywhere. I walk with my dog. Miss Nagel walks to school from her apartment. You can also take public transport, but Mr. Larici said it's very safe and beautiful. So it doesn't feel like a big city, like New York City. It feels like a small town, but with still very good food and very good academics and very good things that you can do, like visit theater or see movies. So, or go to the aquarium if you like animals. So it's still very small. You can see in the picture the Charles River. This is a very famous river. So we have a sailing team and a rowing team. You can also row next to MIT students and Harvard students. They're very fast, but you will see them and say hello. And you can also go shopping, like I said, get restaurants, visit friends. The dormitory students are very close friends with the students who live in Boston as well, which is very nice. The other neat thing about Newman, as you can see on that map, here's the dormitory. We are next to very famous universities. If you think about Boston, you can see in the map here, we are right next to Boston University. You can walk to it. You can also walk across the river. You see the Charles on the top of the map. It says Area 2 MIT. Maybe you know this school, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's very famous. We also work with them sometimes. And then next to MIT is a little school you maybe never heard of called Harvard. And then you also have Northeastern and Boston College. All of these schools you can walk to. So when you are thinking of your next step after the dormitory at Newman, you can also look at some of the most famous schools in the world, and they're right next to you. You can also study next to those students in the library. You can see them outside. You can also learn from them in some internships at Newman. This is the study area in the dormitory. Also, you can relax here. This is one of the rooms. There is a cafe downstairs where you can also study and watch TV. There's a piano that you can play, and we are getting a ping pong table soon. So that is cool too. This is one of the rooms with 4 students. You can see out the windows. It's a city style, but if you come to visit, you will see it's a very beautiful shopping street outside of the windows. There's also a very big place in your room, the closet, where you can hang your coats and store also your shoes and some other things. So it's a little bit smaller than a normal boarding school in the country side, but in the city we have a little bit smaller rooms, but they're very, very beautiful. We also do your laundry. These are some examples of some students who went to school or go to school at Newman, and their interests. So we are looking again for kind students, and we want you to have a love of learning. So do you like basketball? Do you like journalism? Do you like music, science, mathematics, fencing, tennis? It doesn't matter what you love, but we want you to find something that you love. And if you don't know yet, we will help you find it when you get to Newman. So what is it like to study next to all of these famous universities in a city where everyone is a student? This is the IB learner profile. So in our classes, we love to learn. How do we learn? It's a little different than many schools and many countries. We use the IB focus. So these are how we study at Newman. Are we open-minded? Are we caring? Are we risk takers? Are we balanced and reflective? Are we thinking about knowledge? Are we communicators? Do we have ethics? Are we principled? And are we inquiring from others? So when we come into our classroom, we have these big tables that we will show you, and we sit around and we talk about ideas and we ask questions. So if you like to talk and you like to listen to others and learn that way, this is a very good chance for you to study. We do not just sit and take notes and listen to the teacher and then take a test. Sometimes you will do this, but not normally in the classes at Newman. So we are very focused on our relationships. Our classes are small. You have one teacher and maybe 10 to 15 students. So they're small, we know your name, we know if you're having a good day or a bad day. We'll say, hey, ¿qué tal? And ask if you're doing well that day, or maybe you're missing your home or a home-cooked meal from your familia. So it's important that we know that. And like I said, we are thinking, we are exploring, and we are being kind. These are some examples. I told you that many students will also do some things outside of the Newman clubs and activities, but these are the things we offer inside the school. So you can see we have a lot of choice. So the biggest ones this year, our basketball teams are very popular. It's also very popular to go watch them play because they're very good. They're going to big schools next year like Harvard, Brown, Yale, Princeton, Stanford, so some Ivy Leagues, but also big ones like Michigan where they play a lot of basketball. And so those students are not only good basketball players, but very good students, like I said before. We have some tennis players. We like to do a lot of theater. We also do some traveling for theater to New York where we see Broadway shows and learn some voice and theater coursework with some actors on Broadway, so that is also a good opportunity. We also do theater competitions, and we also have students who do a lot of film practice. So there's a very, very famous school here named Emerson University, where they are very popular for filmmaking, and so our students are learning how to make films all through the city, and will actually go and watch filmmaking and then learn from the best. So you can do filmmaking, you can do screenwriting, you can be an actor, you can be a director. So that's another good opportunity. And then, like I said, many of our students play music. So we have drums and piano and violin and also brass instruments like the French horn. So it just depends on what you want to try. And journalism is also big here. We make our own journalism post. You should also go find us on Instagram. This is where you can learn about what the students do every day. We are posting on Instagram. If you look up Newman Boston on Instagram, this is where you can find a lot of the resources about the school. And we also post on LinkedIn and Facebook. We can also connect you to some of our families from Spain and Portugal and any place that you want. We also have a lot of parents who speak your language probably, so we can connect you to current parents as well if you have any questions and you want to speak to a native speaker. But now that is as much as we have in terms of our PowerPoint. I would love if we can ask questions or if this is possible. You can also email us here at admissions and say, hello, I have a question. You can also write us in Espanol. We have some team members who are fluent, so no pasa nada. You can ask in Espanol or Portuguese, and we can help you learn how to apply to Newman. So that is everything I think you need for now, but we also want to be able to answer questions you have. So Ms. Nagel and Mr. Larici and I are here to help. We also, I don't know if I can share because it's outside of this, but we can send via email to all the people here. We also have a virtual tour of the school and the dormitory, so you can see more of the buildings and more of the location in Boston.
Yeah, if you'd like to share my screen, I have it up right now.
Yes, okay. You can for sure. Let me
Share. Okay, let me find it.
Okay, can you find it?
I can't find it. It says agenda, speak, slides, chat, settings, attendees. I don't see share. Let me see. Where is it? Screenshot.
Maybe.
Background. Let me check this. No share.
I have it.
You have it?
I have it up.
You have the share?
Sure.
I don't see it.
Yep.
I'm a Luddite. Let me see.
Okay, let me look for it too.
Can you see my screen?
Oh, great.
Yes,
Perfect.
amazing.
So this is the city of Boston. If you have never been, bienvenidos. This is what it looks like and where we live. We love this city. I have lived all over the world and taught in many different lycees and high schools. I love Boston because you can take a direct flight to anywhere in Europe, usually only 6 or 7 hours. You can also travel and visit many places in the United States from Boston. And also, like I said, it is very friendly and academically focused city. So this is our neighborhood. And you can see like on the map, the river. This is the big building is the Prudential, and this is a business office where many of our parents are working. And then right here in the middle is the school. So our school looks like a family home. It is 80 years old, and we live in between many families. So I know when you're thinking city, sometimes you think very busy, but here is a little quiet in this district. A lot of families, and not so much in terms of busy. But when you go next to the dormitory, it's 2 streets over, and it's a little more busy. This is the front office of the school. So you can say, welcome, I'm coming to school today. I will check in. And then you can sit with your friends and relax. This is an example of the area where students just hang out. So you can see it's very cozy, kind of like Harry Potter. So we like to just relax and study in a quiet space. So this is no students in this picture, but very popular for students to sit and relax. This is an example of a classroom. You can see they study introduction to piano in here. And we have a big table in the middle to talk. Last week I went into a piano class and they were creating their own songs, which was really interesting. Our Newman band practices outside with the drums, and they have guitar, bass, and piano, and singers. So that's also a cool club. This is a room where you can go get extra help, like with English or mathematics or anything you want. So there are teachers here. It's called the Student Success Center, and you can just relax and get some extra help from teachers. You can see on the screen, there's helping you know where to go for your next class. This is the film room, so you can see lots on the left, lots of cameras and equipment so that you can practice your filmmaking skills and maybe your editing. So a lot of students will sit in here. We have some microphones. One of the clubs is a podcast club. So the students started the podcast club, which is very cool. And you can see on the behind, there's some trophies. This is from the houses. So Newman has, like Harry Potter, 4 houses where students compete in different activities during the year. You also have, this is the library. So you can sit with your friends next to the fireplace and read a book. This is the college counseling office. We have 4 teachers who help you get into really good universities, and they will start this in grade 10. So you can learn what universities are out there and what you need to get into the different universities. So this is really nice. Another nice thing about university health, we have 65 universities and colleges this year who come to visit our students, and you can talk directly to the university counselors and tell them why you want to go to their school and also learn about new schools. So this is very nice. This isn't a classroom. So here you can study economics, also philosophy, which is called a theory of knowledge class in IB. You also have religion classes if you want to learn about the history of different religions, but you can see the table helps us talk to each other more easily. And so these are just some other pictures of the school. This is a different kind of classroom where the desks can change for groups or small group or maybe just one student at a time. So this is another classroom. And this is the chemistry laboratory, so where you can go blow up things. And please don't hurt yourself. But a lot of students spend a lot of time in the science rooms. The neat thing about this room, if you look out this window when you visit, you can see the MIT campus. So we tell all of our students to dream big. This is a physics classroom where our robotics team also practices sometimes. The robotics team competes in Boston, but also outside of Boston. They're building a robot right now and have just done their first competition. This is the basement where we have different arts and different robotics. We'll also practice down here, so where we can get messy. It's really fun. And our art students build big portfolios. So when they are finishing their high school, they have a huge portfolio to show their universities of what they have done. It's not just painting, but it's different kinds of art. We also have a lot of beautiful museums in Boston where they can go and visit, like the Museum of Fine Art, where they can get ideas and also inspiration. But we also have photography, we have ceramics, and different ways that you can express your artistic ideas. This is another cafe area and some storage, another piano. Our student painted the cardinal. This is our mascot. So you can also paint in the building. And this is back to the dormitory. You can see the dormitory is similar to the school. It's very beautiful buildings. In the dormitory, you will see the dormitory parents. Here is their apartments. And they are also teachers at the school. And so they will help you. There's the cafeteria schedule, so you can see the food for the week. This is our birthday calendar, so you can celebrate birthdays. Tonight, our dormitory students are building gingerbread houses together, which will be really fun. They also go skiing. They do different activities in the city. They went apple picking, which is very popular in New England. So they also have different activities they do together. This is the front door that goes out to the beautiful Newberry Street, Calle de Newberry, and this goes upstairs into the rooms. And then you will see in a second, then there's the door downstairs to the cafe, where you will have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's the door to the cafeteria. Here's the cafe. So you will see you have some storage, so you can buy your own food, but you also have free food in the dormitory. This is one of the floors in the dormitory. So there's a room. Some of the rooms have a toilet and a bathroom inside, and some are outside. So every room is different. This is one example of a student bathroom. Each bathroom you share with 4 or 6 students. It depends on the floor. And there are 4 to 6 bathrooms on each floor. This is one of the rooms. You can see the big windows on Newberry Street, the desk, and then there's a big closet for your clothing to the right. One example. This is another example of a room. You can see the desk next to the windows. The outside. This is a 4-person room. And you can see the desks next to the windows. And they also have an extra storage space and a big closet outside. Another example, a room with 2 students. This is the largest room. This has 5 students. This is the 9th graders usually will go into this big room together. And you can see their windows are on Newberry Street. So outside is all the shopping and the restaurants and the cafes. So the walk from the dormitory to the school takes about 6 to 8 minutes, depending on your legs. This is the school building. Again, you can see similar to the dormitory building. This is the dormitory building, similar to the school building. And actually, if you look next to the dormitory, you can see some of the shops. There's a bagel shop, there's a cake shop. Down the street is the architectural college. So if you like architecture, you can do some internship there. And you can see there are some cars, but it is fairly quiet compared to a city like New York. And again, we're back at the beginning. So this is the school in the middle of the picture, and then behind us you have the financial district and the big shopping areas for Boston. So I am going to stop sharing. I think that is everything on the video. We can also send this to you via email.
Amazing.
But I am going to jump off. It was so nice to meet everybody. Again, my name is Melissa Bacon. I'm the admissions director. Ms. Nagel is our assistant director, and Mr. Laurichia is in charge of our international students. So they are here to ask and answer any questions you may have. And so thank you so much. Gracias.
Gracias.
Obrigada.
Thank you so much.
Gracias.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you, Michael. We just got 2 questions from one student, so her name is Lucia. And her first question is whether you offer business and global politics as IB subjects. And her second question is that she would be very interested in the school, but she really wants to pursue her sport, which is synchronized swimming. So would that be possible at Newman as well?
Yes. So we don't have a global politics or business IB class, but we do have econ, which could be fairly similar. And then, if given our location, it would be possible for her to become still do the synchronized swimming. We could help her find a swim club nearby that she could do it and help with the transportation and everything.
Amazing. So our last question then would be, how is the application process to apply to Newman?
So most of our application is done online through a system called Urbana. We require grades from the past 2 years as well as this current semester. A math teacher evaluation, English teacher evaluation, and then a third recommendation that comes from someone else at the school that knows the student or applicant well. There's also just a few parent questions, and then you upload an essay that you've done for school that's been graded. And then there is an interview portion. The interview is, more of a conversation to get to know the applicant better and their family and hear about their interest and, what is bringing them to apply to Newman, and that can be completed over Zoom.
Okay, amazing. So we don't have any more questions from the students. If you want to add anything else, this is your time. And if not, thank you very much for coming, both Kate and Michael.
No, thank you very much for taking time with us today. And, please reach out again if you have any questions about any element about Newman School, about boarding, academics, extracurricular. We would love to speak with you about that. Thank you very
Amazing.
much.
Nada, pues muchas gracias por venir a todos los que habéis venido hoy y pues ya sabéis, habéis escuchado a Michael. Si tienes cualquier otra pregunta, le podéis mandar un email o a Newman por cualquier tipo de duda y muchísimas gracias. Adiós. Bye.
Happy holidays.
Adiós.